Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a rocking week thus far. Today is May 18th. It's an interesting time for me. I just got back from vacation. For those of you who don't know, my family is originally from the Dominican Republic, so I was down there having a good old time. I primarily went down there to visit my mom, but also had some good times with some friends, visit other family members. Was cool. It was really, really fun. And while I was down there, I, of course, went to the beach. Some of the best beaches in the world down there, guys. You guys got to check it out. It's the bomb. But anywho, I was in the beach, and I was kind of just sitting back and thinking about, what I was going to what I was going to talk about this week, for the rest of the month, that is. And I was thinking, what should it be? What should it be? And one of the things I came up with was lead generation. I was looking at my catalog, and yes, while I'm on vacation, I still think about you guys. That's how much I love you guys, because one of the things that I like to do is I get to communicate with you guys on a weekly basis via this platform, and that brings so much joy to me. But anyway, I digress. I was sitting down on the beach, and I had my tablet open, and I was just thinking about, what are the topics that I have not discussed in a long time, that I could further help you, promote your businesses, get the word out about your businesses, et cetera, et cetera. And what came to mind was lead generation. I have not discussed lead generation in quite some time. So I'm going to put an end to that drought, because today I'm going to talk to you about the secrets of becoming a lead generation machine, because it's a very important topic. Whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a med spa, et cetera, it doesn't matter. Business coach, doesn't matter what kind of business you work with or you are. You need to become a lead generation machine. And it's more so important now than ever. Why? I'm going to tell you why. The competition is fierce out there. You're not the only lawyer in town, and I know you know that, but you're not the only lawyer in town. You're not the only option in town. There are other people providing the same services as you are. And the internet marketing game has become more and more intense, more and more competitive. I could recall a time when we first started doing online marketing for small businesses. Again, at first, when we started, if you knew my story back in episode 1, I talked about my story, how I was providing coaching for small businesses, and I realized that they wanted it done for them. So when we made that switch was probably around 2011, I think. 2010, 2011 is when I started making that switch, because I realized that people don't want to learn it. They want to have it done for them. And even in 2007 was really easy. Even in 2010, 2011 was easy compared to now. I mean, we're talking 10, 11 years back. And it was easy. It was because even in 2011, 2010, still a lot of people were not advertising online. Although it was a up and coming thing, it was not a proven platform to actually create leads. And so that being said, the only method of doing it was, anyway, my favorite of doing it was to be on Google, to get a Google AdWords campaign going, to do SEO. See, back then, I didn't even have to define it as local SEO. Well, let me see. In 2010, 2011, it was starting to become a little bit more competitive. It was starting to become a little bit more noisy, but still, it wasn't as hard as it is now. So back then, that was the thing. You didn't have, Facebook wasn't that prominent as much as, they had it and people were using it, people dabbled with it, but it really wasn't a big thing. Definitely YouTube was not. YouTube is now becoming a huge thing. LinkedIn also, it wasn't really used for lead generation. It was used for other things. Now, the bottom line is what I'm trying to make is the secret to becoming a lead generation machine now, 2022 and beyond, is that you want to become omnipresent. And you want to do that through multiple channel marketing strategies that, we here at Local Business Marketing Solutions provide you. And here's what I'm talking about. You want to have display type of ads, and you want to have them on different platforms. You want to have them on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, LinkedIn. Let's not forget about LinkedIn. A lot of people that's playing this game of digital marketing are erroneously forgetting one of the most powerful platforms out there called LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to have a LinkedIn guru talk about this in future episodes. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, let me go back to the subject at hand. Another multi-channel option that a lot of people don't is voice optimization for the Alexas of the world, the Google Assistants of the world. Because you can have a total different, if you haven't optimized for voice, you can have a total different experience there. That's also being omnipresent. Advertising on places like Hulu, that's also being omnipresent. That's what's going to give you the lead generation machine criteria. If you are omnipresent. So we talked about display ads. We want to talk about retargeting. Retargeting is huge. Not a lot of people are doing it. It was a big subject back in 2015. A lot of people was doing all this retargeting and stuff. And it's like a forgotten practice because everyone's so distracted doing other stuff. So you don't want to forget about retargeting. Another powerful omnipresent strategy is content marketing. Content marketing is huge. We do a lot of content marketing for our customers. We've been doing this for ages, and it's a very powerful thing that's not going away anywhere. That's an old school marketing strategy that worked, umpteen years ago, and it's working great today just as well, if not even more, because you have more channels to send content. Social media marketing, we talked a little bit about that, your Instagrams of the world. So not just on the display ads side, because what we talked about before on displays, but now I'm talking about in the platform itself. How do you position yourself as an authority in your niche using social media? That's going to have you become a lead generation machine. And of course, local search engine optimization. It's more important now than ever that you have your SEO game up to par. Okay, your SEO game has to be up to snuff. It's got to be on point now because there's so many other people doing. And remember, SEO is all about a voting system, if you will. Let's simplify that. So now that so many other people are doing SEO, how is Google or all the other search engines, for that matter, going to decipher if you're the person that they want to give the rankings to? What, how is it? By doing proper marketing, by what the search engines are looking for. Search engine is looking for relevant content and is looking to see how many other sites out in the interwebs are saying that your site has the most relevant content for this type of keyword. That's it. You do that consistently, and you do that according to the algorithm, that is prominent at that point. Because right now, let's face it, that changes all the time. But let's just say you're on top of your game while it's changing. You're on top of it. You will be omnipresent from a search engine perspective as well. So not just on social, not just on voice, not just on, it's no longer enough to do it not just on those platforms. You have to do it throughout the interwebs, as I call it. You have to do it even on voice, even on Alexa, even on Google Assistant, everywhere. You just have to be omnipresent. Guaranteed. Once you do that, you will become a lead generation machine. But that's not it, folks. I don't want you to think that that's the end of this episode, because it's not. Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this topic this week. I hope you guys, and more importantly, I hope you guys are implementing everything that we talk about each and every week, because it's very important for your business. Also, don't forget to subscribe to whatever app you listen to on this, because that's where you won't miss any updates on any episodes that we have. Also want to remind you, if you want to ensure that your digital marketing presence is on point, if you want to make sure that there are no errors happening when someone actually is looking for your business, that way people can find you exactly when they need you, go to my website, lbmsllc.com. Go to on the home page, and where it says Online Presence Report, click on that. You will have your own personalized online presence report. It's free of charge. It's going to tell you exactly how you're appearing online. This is a gold mine that I'm giving you for free. And I want all of my listeners to take advantage of that. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you right back to the show. Here's the thing. Lead generation is one thing. And it's a huge factor in your in your arsenal, in your marketing arsenal. But the bottom line is that one of the key factors of becoming a lead generation is that your web design actually matters. Okay? Your web design really, really matters. Here's a fact that I want to share with you. I love to share quotes, and this is coming via an Adobe survey that I saw. Over 40% of customers will abandon your website if the content is visually unattractive. I'm going to repeat that. Over 40% of customers will abandon your website if the content is visually unattractive. So what does that tell you? If you want to become a lead generation machine, not only you have to be everywhere, like I said prior, you also must have a web design that is attractive to the common customer out there, because over 40%, that's a lot of people, will abandon it. Okay. So again, and if you don't believe me, and this does not come from the survey. This is just my this is just my experience in the marketing world as to why 40% are going to abandon it. The number one thing is that first impression. Here's the thing. It takes just about a few seconds for a visitor to make a judgment about, your business, the quality, the service, etc. It takes a few seconds. So first impression, this is why you have to be visually attractive. So here, think of it this way. People say, "Oh, Frank, it's just a website. What are you talking about?" No. Here's what's important. Let's say you have a storefront. Okay, let's say you're an attorney, and when the person walks in, let's say someone was recommended. Someone recommended your attorney, your personal injury attorney, etc., or even a family law attorney, whatever, bankruptcy, doesn't matter. And your office is messy. It's a mess. I mean, people got to walk over. I'm maybe going to exaggerate a little bit. People got to walk over, garbage that's on the floor in the lobby. It's not looking great. Do you think you're going to have a good first impression about that customer? You're not. So that's how your website is. See, remember, everything has to be congruent. So if your website is messy, but your office looks really, really great, they won't even know. Why? Because based on the way your website looks, they say, why even look at these folks? Let me go on to the next guy to see if they have a better website. Oh, they look trustworthy. Now let me visit them. See the importance? The number two thing as to why this is so important is, design features and SEO. It's certain site design features can actually have an impact on SEO. A lot of people don't know that. So in order for the search engine, spiders, let's say, I don't know I think we have a conversation about spiders in the past, but these are just the way the search engines crawl. They call them spiders. In order for the search engine spiders to crawl your site the proper way, your design elements and code has to be SEO friendly. So that's another reason why design is important. Okay, a third reason, last but definitely not least, it's audience trust. And we talked a little bit about this. People don't trust websites that aren't well designed, especially if it includes, say, some outdated information, broken links, antiquated elements. Or say just poor navigation. I went talking about poor navigation. I went on a website the other day. It was a potential client, and man, it was so hard to get to see what this person actually did. That I was like, wow, these are some bad points. And this is the reason why we always talk to people about our our online presence report, because a lot of these holes are going to come out in that report. Anyway, that's really all I have for you guys today. It's not a very long episode, but it's an important thing, because lead generation is key to your success. Is lead generation is very key to a lot of people's success, actually. And it's one of these things that are heavily competed out there. And a lot of people are not doing it correctly. So I want you guys to do it correctly. I want you guys to understand that the game has changed. It's no longer to say, "Oh, what are you doing for lead generation?" "Oh, we run some Google ads." Okay, you're leaving tons of money on the table if you're a single strategy company. I'm just saying. And not only that, you also have to really look at the design of your website. Is the design of your website built to generate the lead? Is it aesthetically pleasing? Does it have the right links all over? Are there any broken links, etc.? These are all things that you have to really, really consider when you're running any kinds of advertising on the interwebs these days. Okay, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys got a lot out of this. If you did, Please share it with someone that you think is going to also benefit from it. And always, 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 I always remind you, if you are really enjoying this content, I want you to subscribe so that way you don't miss whenever I put out a new episode. So with that, folks, I wish you guys nothing but the best. I will see you guys next week. Take care and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.